Greetings, the internet, and happy Halloween! Welcome back to the world of Robert Zemeckis' mocap movies. Given how I reviewed The Polar Express for Christmas, it would be fitting that we get to review 2006's Monster House for Halloween, a film that features Steven Spielberg as executive producer, Rick and Morty co-creator as one of the writers, and that it's actually considered one of the better mocap movies. So let's head inside the house. In a neighborhood, there's this cranky old man named Mr. Nevercracker who lives in a rickety house and is always yelling at children that come near his house. His neighbor DJ is quite suspicious about the man, believing him to be a monster. Suddenly, he and his friend Chowder discover that his house is actually alive. Now TJ, Chowder, and a prep girl called Jenny must find a way to stop this house from causing mass panic on Halloween. In a day and age where most kids' animated media tends to be more light and fluffy, it's nice to see an animated kids film that's not afraid to get to be dark, scary, and quite edgy at times, and Monster House is a great example of it. First off, the mystery behind both Nevercracker and his house is quite intriguing. We are given very little clues that indicate something else later in the story, which is great storytelling. As a Halloween film, Monster House is not afraid to be dark and edgy, with some surprisingly creepy imagery that's surprising for an anime film. And it would have been even more scary as in the original draft, the house had organs in it. Now that would have been something. Plus, the film has some real edgy humor in it. I'm talking mild swearing like crap, use of alcohol, and some adult jokes like the Uvula joke. These jokes always make me laugh because it's great to have a reason for the film to have a PG rating. As for our main characters, we got DJ the nerd, Chowder the goofy one, and prep girl Jenny. While they are pretty bland characters on their own, but when they interact with each other, they become enjoyable, and they do get some development as well. But hands down, the best characters of this film are Mr. Nevercracker and Constance the house. At first, we assume that Nevercracker is just some cranky old mean guy, but as we learn more about him, he becomes a very tragic character that you just want to hug him. While Constance is a very scary figure, but like his husband, is also a tragic figure, as she was used as a freak show. The other characters are okay, I guess. They can have their funny moments, though shout out goes to Z, DJ's babysitter. I like that she's not just some one-dimensional evil babysitter like Vicky. Sure, she can be a bit mean at times, but she does care about DJ. Plus, she can have some really funny lines here and there. The visuals for this film are interesting. The film uses the same mocap as Polar Express, however, I think it works better here since the characters are more exaggerated instead of trying to look real, even though the movements are quite awkward. On the other hand, the backgrounds and colors really capture that Halloween feeling with the use of oranges and more grungy colors inside the house. Speaking of which, the house is quite possibly the most creativity of the film, from how it uses its carpet ton to when it starts becoming more monstrous. If I did have to complain about this film, is that it can be quite frustrating that no one can see that there's a house eating people alive, and that no one cares about this. It's obvious that this was so our main characters can be the ones to save the day. To conclude, Monster House is a film that is really creepy, intense, but also funny and quite emotional at times. Sure, it does have some frustrating plot holes in it, and the mocap can be a bit distracting at times, but I still had a good time. This gets an 8.5 out of 10. Happy Halloween, everybody, and see you all next time.